Hey, Vince Del Monte here. In this video, I want to talk about the truth about how fitness influencers make millions. And if you've been thinking about starting, growing, or scaling your own online fitness business, this video is going to be really helpful for you because you might be believing something that's not true. First of all, before we just dive into this core content, I want to ask you a question. What's your definition of marketing? You know, how do these guys market so well to build these followings and so that they can sell their programs, their services? Some of them sell clothing, some of them sell maybe supplements. What is the secret to great marketing? What do you guys think in the chat? How do these fitness influencers end up making millions? Is it because they're super good looking and people just follow them? Is it because they're really articulate? Is it because they're funny? What is the reason? Did they maybe buy all their followers and then people saw, hey, maybe I should follow this person too? If you look at the top fitness influencers experts, if you look at the guys who've been online for the longest and the guys that grow the fastest, you would maybe say they came out of nowhere. What is one thing they all have in common? In my opinion, it's beliefs. It's your beliefs. Marketing is expressing your beliefs, what you stand for and what you stand against. All right, so if you look at my world, what did I stand against? How did I launch No Nonsense Muscle Building, the Skinny Vinny brand? If you go back to 2008 and watch my videos, I was saying the same thing over and over and over. I was saying that you could gain a lot of muscle if you're a beginner without drugs, without bogus supplements, and in less time. I said the same freaking thing for over 10 years. Now, near the tail end, my brand started to evolve its messaging to training with lighter weights to gain bigger muscles, and that was based on my influence of RTS and Ben Pakulski and MAT and a world of improving how you move in the gym, right? I started talking about muscle fiber type training as I started seeing commonalities around guys who were making better gains working with their body versus against their body. I attracted haters for that. Hey, no, everybody trains this way. That's okay. I'm saying that this is what works best for my world. And the more I doubled down on one message, the more people followed because they saw more social proof and like, hey, maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe I should take a look at this a little closer. And if you look at other brands, think of all the people you follow on YouTube. All right, I guarantee you they have a very clear message. You look at the big dog himself, Jeff Cavaliere, ATHLEAN-X. What's he been saying for over 10 years, right? If you want to look like an athlete, train like an athlete. He's been saying the same freaking thing forever. And why does his following keep growing? Because he just keeps demonstrating that this way works. Look at his physique. He's in phenomenal shape, all right? And his clients are getting amazing results. He shows the social proof. So if you don't believe that, you're like, no, you have to train this way. You don't train like an athlete to look like an athlete. You train like this. Well, that's fine. If that's your belief might get challenged when he keeps showing better and better and better results. You're like, okay, maybe I should go look at the way he's doing things. And then you look at a guy like Elliot Hulse. He's got a massive brand too and is all built around teaching guys how to get stronger. A different method of training than Jeff Cavaliere. But he too has equally impressive results, right? And then you look at a guy like Greg Gallagher. I'm using these three individuals because they've been around a pretty long time. And I started with Jeff and Elliot way back in the day. And I think Greg was actually starting around the same time too. What does Greg say? His approach is very different than those two approaches. It's lower volume, heavier weights, intermittent fasting, big meals in the evening time. Those are the big ideas that he shares over and over and over. These guys have all been sharing the same dang message for over 10 years. So what happens is initially you'll have your own set of beliefs, but as you start to see somebody get better and better results, they force you to question your own beliefs. So if you want to start, grow, or scale an online fitness business, all right, you want to become a fitness coach online, you want to shift from the trainer world to being online, and this is hard for trainers because when you're in the gym setting, you don't typically in the gym setting say, hey, my way is the only way. because you're taking on all the different people walking in the front door. You'll take on the grandma, you'll take on the football player, you'll take on the cheerleader, right? You'll take on the new mom, right? So you've got different tools in your toolbox. But when you come online, if you want to grow a following, you have to be laser focused on what you stand for. You have to communicate your beliefs over and over, and not just communicate them, but people need to see the results of your beliefs. And that's when people say, hey, maybe I'm doing something wrong, or maybe I should go try this method out. Because everybody wants, I would say, one thing in life. They want to trade up. Nobody wants to trade down. So if Jeff's students and Jeff's body is better than mine, I'm going to start questioning my approach, and maybe I should try his approach. And this is your job. If you're a new online fitness coach, your job is to become a belief breaker. All right, a belief breaker or a belief builder. I guess you could look at it both ways. Your job is to help people see that their way of doing things is wrong, and that your way is better. It's easier. It's smarter. All right, and the reason for this is because these are your beliefs based on your experience. Now, this is what trips some people up. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. Beliefs and truth are two separate things. Beliefs are based on experience. Truth is irrefutable. It's timeless. All right? It is what it is. And this is what trips up. I'll pick on the science guys right now. You see a lot of science guys who don't make any money online because they're like, yeah, but this works and this works. That's fine and dandy. But you're never going to sell somebody with that message, because nobody wants to follow somebody who uses words like, well, it depends. And, we'll have to look at a couple different things. People want leaders. Do you know the definition of a leader? A leader knows the way, and a leader shows the way. And that's why these individuals make millions with their fitness brands, because they know the way and they show the way. Now, whether they're right or wrong, that's completely separate. Now, which science guys do make a lot of money? The science guys who pick a side as well. So they're great marketers too. They'll say, this guy's stuff is wrong. So these science guys, like, I'm not a marketer, they're actually some of the best marketers, the ones that say, that methodology, that is wrong. This is the way you do it. You have to do it based on all this peer-reviewed science. This is the right way to do it. So some of the science guys who critique the people that are marketers, they're actually the best marketers because they communicate their beliefs the best. If you're clear on what you stand for, like you have a specific way of training, a specific way of eating, like this is like, you look fantastic and like, this is what worked for me, you are gonna do great. You will build a following because people are looking for leaders. They're not looking for wishy-washy, flaky people who kind of, yeah, this works sometimes and this works sometimes. People on the other side who just want to be told what to do are gonna say, this is too confusing. Which one is it? And they're gonna go with the guys that got big followings. And you can do this in the female space as well. You look at, let me think, Pamela Reif. She's got like over 7 million YouTube subscribers. Why? Because she shows the same thing over and over and over. You can have this great fit little body with at home, anytime body weight workouts. Now, a lot of females out there would say, no, you need to lift heavy and you got to do powerlifting type workouts. Well, her channel shows differently. She has obviously found something that works for her, and that's what you need to do. So the whole takeaway here is, what do you stand for? What do you stand for? What are your set of beliefs? What is the wrong way? What is the right way? And take a stand and start to show people how you do it. It doesn't mean other things don't work, but what you're communicating into the marketplace is that we've found as a system that works. This is the stuff that works for our people. This is what we do over here. We're not saying you can't go do that stuff and that stuff over there won't work, but what we're saying is, you come into our world, we're gonna teach you baby weight training. We're gonna teach you muscle fiber type training. This is what you're gonna get. This is how we eat over here, if you will. All right. Now, if you're somebody who's like, yeah, but everything kind of works and you don't want to take a side, you're wishy-washy, you're not clear on your approach to transforming someone's body, you're going to have a very hard time as a fitness coach, especially online. In person, you'd probably be better off just being an in-person trainer, because everything you do is just, you can create more context to everything you say. But online, you have to be crystal clear on where you are, where you're taking people, and how you're doing it. What is your vehicle for change? And why is your vehicle better? Why is it smoother? Why is it faster? Why is it easier? All right. And that is what's going to help you become a fitness expert, influencer, coach, whatever your favorite word of the day is, to make millions. And maybe you don't want to make millions, but you'll have far greater impact as well. You know why you'll have more impact? Because when people come into your program, they already believe what you believe. And if they believe what you believe, they're going to take more action with your program. And when they take more action with your program, they're going to get better results. And you remember in my last video, I talked about the buyer's pyramid, and then we're going to wrap up here. I showed where all the money was on the pyramid. I'll just do a quick refresher for you. Remember at the bottom of the buyer's pyramid, it shows that 30% of people consuming your content will never buy from you. Like, you're never gonna break their beliefs, all right? Then there's another 30% of people that don't think that they're interested, and then another 30% are not thinking about it. And then there's 6 to 7% who are open to it, and then 3% who are ready to buy. So all the money's in that 10% right now, but in the future, where is all the money? It's in that 60%, that middle 60%. So when you're creating your content, it's your job to move more of that middle 60% up to the top 10% and to put them in a place where I actually believe that lighter weights is better for bigger muscles. So when I make an offer to join my no-nonsense muscle building coaching program, you're ready to go to the page and sign up because I've already helped you see the world the way I see the world. And that is your job, is to help people see the world the way you see the world and to guide them the best way you know how, all right? And I think that's it for this video. I'd love to know what landed well for you in the comments below, what was helpful. Do you have any thoughts on this, any new insights? Please share them with me in the comments below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, this would be a great time to do that. I'm gonna be uploading more videos like this that help you start, grow, and scale your business. If you're ready to grow your business right now, like no more screwing around, you're in that top 10% yourself, then send me a message on Instagram at Vince Del Monte with the word dominate, and just tell me who you are and what you're interested in doing, and we'll have a little conversation and we'll see if it makes sense for us to schedule a one-on-one call together, and we can see if one of our coaching programs would make sense for you to start, grow, or scale your online fitness business. So I'll put up a bunch of screenshots here right now too, just so you can see the type of results that we've achieved with people just like you. And this is one of the things that we really solidify and just coach you on, so that all the tactics we give you and all the strategies actually work. Because if you've got all the best tactics and strategies in the world, but you don't know what you stand for, you're gonna struggle to make that income you deserve and to make that impact that you desire. All right, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ciao.